na área para trazer para vocês mais um vídeo aqui do WWE 2K19. E eu vou pedir logo desculpas a vocês, porque simplesmente o outro vídeo que eu fiz do WWE 2K19, que foi um vídeo de 45 minutos mostrando aí uma grande jornada aí do Dave, teve aí um encerramento com o feud antigo, entrou ali com a vila do Bray Wyatt acabou, a gente libertou o Cole Queen, entrou em rota do título universal, e o Triple H botou pra gente lutar contra 3 caras, o The Bar, que é o Sheamus do Cesaro, e o Samoa Joe. Era um handicap match, 3 vs 1. Então a gente tinha que vencer para poder ganhar uma chance aí de participar da rota do título. No final da luta, o Braun Strowman, que era o campeão atual do título universal no 2K19 aqui no modo carreira, ele chegou, deu um super power slam na gente e a gente ficou fodido, né? A gente não conseguiu bater nele, né? Mas vou continuar aqui agora, espero que vocês gostem. Sigam lá no Instagram, deixa teu comentário. Se pulou aqui de paraquedas, se inscreve aí, bora pra bagaça.
Braun! Just calm down. You'll have a chance to get revenge on Braun Strowman.
How?
Let me explain. Triple H held up his end of the deal he made with you last week. Since you won the handicap match, you're getting a Universal title shot versus Braun Strowman.
That's great.
There's a catch.
Of course there is. There's always a catch with Triple H. What is it?
You'll also be facing Samoa Joe, The Miz, Elias, and Bray Wyatt in an Elimination Chamber match.
Filho da puta, velho.
All participants will face off in a 6-man tag team match later tonight on Raw.
Am I on Braun's team?
No.
Perfect.
Wow, not one, but 2 huge announcements by General Manager Kurt Angle.
Velho, gostei. A decisão aí foi legal. Então a gente vai participar de uma luta com várias outras estrelas da WWE. E se a gente
Up next, we have 6-man tag team action. We have a team led by one of the best
Samoa
talents on the roster today versus Team Braun Strowman. No doubt we're in for a treat here.
Esse vídeo aqui não garanto, mas eu vou tentar. Posso postar até depois como bônus. A gente também tá com o Elias, que a gente já passou o feud com ele. O The Miz, que a gente já venceu, tirou muito título intercontinental. O Bray Wyatt, que a gente venceu há pouco tempo aí, depois do título intercontinental. E o Braun Strowman, que é nosso rival atual, que é nosso campeão universal. Então, vai ter aí bastante coisa em jogo, né? Várias rivalidades que a gente teve nas últimas semanas.
Get ready, WWE!
Certo? Para ficar mais rápido no vídeo. Aproveita. Agora foi o Samoa Joe. Control. Elias. Eu quero que esse vídeo seja suficiente para na WrestleMania, pelo menos, se a gente for, até essa cara aí tá montado. George Foreman, Bray Wyatt. Não, já foi bem isso, então agora o Bray Wyatt, né? Vamos lá. Vamos aqui.
This matchup of future Elimination Chamber opponents has produced some odd pairings, to say the least.
Yeah, just think about the history Buzz has with almost every one of these guys.
I think that's exactly why Triple H handpicked these superstars. With all that being said, it's going to be quite the uphill battle for Buzz at Elimination Chamber if he hopes to walk out with the Universal title. He hits the clothesline. Oh my goodness, crushing it.
Opa! Meu Deus ali. Ai! Filho da puta. Corno!
Thanks to Raw General Manager Kurt Angle, in May of 2017, the WWE Universe saw a dream team come together when the Hardy Boys joined forces with the Lunatic Fringe Dean Ambrose. The exciting trio took on Sheamus, Cesaro, and The Miz. Truth be told, both Miz and Ambrose blended in with their impromptu tag team partners pretty well.
Isso, garoto!
Byron, we always make a point to talk about continuity amongst team members. In the six-man match, where Dean Ambrose teamed with the Hardys against Sheamus, Cesaro, and The Miz, both teams worked very well together. That surprised me since this was the first time they teamed together. But there was something that night about the lunacy of Dean Ambrose fitting perfectly with the daredevil Hardy Boys.
I've got to say, I had goosebumps for a week after the Hardy Boys returned to WWE at 2017's WrestleMania. During that six-man on Raw, Team Extreme formed an effective trio with that lunatic Dean Ambrose. After a twist of fate from Matt Hardy, Jeff crushed The Miz with a swanton bomb, and that was all she wrote. In 2016, the New Day found themselves in the middle of a sick and twisted rivalry with the Wyatt family. Things escalated to the point where Bray Wyatt invited the New Day to do battle at the Wyatt family compound. New Day accepted, but what followed was something no one expected or will ever be able to forget.
Corey, we've talked about six-man tag matches, and earlier you talked about one that caught the attention of the entire sports entertainment world. The New Day fought for survival amongst the darkness of the Wyatt family compound in a battle where pickaxes and cinder blocks were used as weapons and automobiles were used as battering rams.
The New Day versus the Wyatts at the Wyatt family compound was not your traditional six-man tag match, but it showed what can happen when issues between factions can't be resolved through a sanctioned WWE match. I'll tell you what, none of the men who fought in that conflict will ever be the same.
Six-man tag team matches have been a staple of competition since the early days of sports entertainment. Two teams of three compete against one another under traditional tag team rules. Stipulations can be added like no disqualification, 2 out of 3 falls, elimination, falls count anywhere, or whatever else someone can think of. Matches can also be held in a caged environment.
Six-man tags can be fought under so many different types of stipulations. Teams can be part of a faction. 3 superstars. Wow, he got out of it.
Yeah, I'm not so sure he had it fully locked in.
When a superstar is in a six-man match, one of the most important things to remember is knowing when to tag out and get the fresh member of your team in the ring. We've talked about continuity many times on this program, but it's more than that. You don't want to try to do too much when you have other members of your team out there.
He wants no part of the outside. He's so close to making it, and he tags his partner in.
Momentum has certainly shifted here, Michael.
Corey, you spoke about one of superstars in six-man action and how crucial it is that they have the presence of mind to realize when they need to tag out. Not everyone who competes as part of a six-man team has the ability to do that. We've seen many times over the years that a superstar's inability to do that has cost their team the match.
We've also seen over the years that not all superstars play well with others. Some competitors are so dedicated to singles careers that when they are put in a six-man team, they become a bit lost. That's when a mistake could be made, and it could be very costly. Over time, there have been various types of six-man teams that have been successful. There are family trios like the Guerreros, the Grahams, the Andersons, and the Von Erichs. There have been members of factions who have also produced tremendous six-man teams like the Fabulous Freebirds, the Four Horsemen, the NWO, and D-Generation X. And Braun Strowman's definitely doing what he can to get the psychological edge.
Byron, you mentioned some he's not going to go quietly.
No superstar worth his salt ever does. Oh boy, he is rolling. Oh, Buzz just barely got out of the way. Buster.
He's got the leg locked in now. Something about Bray Wyatt that is even more harrowing is that whether the Eater of Worlds is leading a family or by himself, Bray Wyatt never truly walks alone. Someone or something is always lurking in the shadows.
I want to focus on your point of who surrounds Bray Wyatt, Michael. Monsters like Harper, Rowan, and Braun Strowman walk alongside him. Even Daniel Bryan and Randy Orton carried out Bray Wyatt's demented plans of destruction at different points. Heck, Xavier Woods has a PhD, and he almost succumbed to Wyatt's brainwashing.
Well, as time goes on, Bray Wyatt is enshrouded in further mystery. Great job escaping, trying to turn this thing around.
There he goes again. Ooh, what an up. In comes the Miz.
Agora sim foi o Miz, mas aí foi lascar.
That's a great example of teamwork right there.
He's struggling a bit here. Rather than continuing to absorb any more punishment, he might want to tag out here.
This match certainly isn't trending in the right direction for him. He's going to need a change in momentum and fast.
We may very well be seeing the finisher here very shortly, guys, and when that happens, you can bet this one's going to be over.
Demorar o Rodolfo pegar pegando em cima do Miz. A gente tá um pouquinho lascado. Tudo bem, vamos lá.
I'm with Corey. I suspect the finisher is on the horizon, and given how impactful that move has been as of late, I'd say there's almost no coming back from it.
You're right, Michael. It seems like that finisher has become more and more impactful with each passing week, if that's even possible.
This is what makes him so dangerous. Not the...
Aí, consegui completar o objetivo, já desisti dele.
Is this a preview of what's to come for Buzz in the Elimination Chamber?
This is what happens when you're surrounded by people who despise you. Byron, you should know what that's like.
Huh?
Buzz takes out of harm's way.
Braun's not going to like that.
Agora vai pegar pros caras, viu? Ah, não. Que isso, velho?
Look out, the monster among men has been unleashed. Thankfully, the Miz got away unscathed.
Because he ran away.
Wouldn't you?
Good point. If this is what's happening now, imagine what these men are going to do to each other inside Elimination Chamber. How is Buzz going to defeat this man in an Elimination Chamber match to win the Universal title?
How is anyone going to?
Caralho, velho. Derrotou todo mundo. Tomar no cu, velho. Sem mais nem menos. Só se evadiu do local. A vitória. A vitória não, né? A gente ganhou. Assim dizer. Pelo que o Braun Strowman fez. Mas matou todo mundo, velho. Próxima semana. Olha lá, ver o que tem na próxima semana, né? Ver se a gente conquistou ou não nossa vaga no Elimination Chamber pra pegar o Braun Strowman. O que eu acho difícil.
Be careful what you wish for. It's a saying everyone has heard 1,000 times, except apparently you, Buzz, because you asked for this. You said you'd overcome whatever I put in front of you to win the Universal title. Well, this now stands in your path, along with 4 other superstars who cannot wait to tear you apart in an Elimination Chamber match. It makes me question your mental health, because only an insane person would wish unimaginable pain and suffering on themselves. Only an insane person would wish to be in a nursing home 50 years from now, unable to hug their grandchildren because of injuries they sustained decades earlier from these hands. But the SWAT team's not out here tonight to protect Braun Strowman from an insane person. No, Buzz, they're here to protect you. They're also here to protect my investment, because I want the WWE Universe to pay to see Braun Strowman end your short-lived career at Elimination Chamber. And finally, they're here to protect your wishes, no matter how insane they may be.
Buzz, I'm not usually a generous man, but an Elimination Chamber I'm going to grant you all your wishes. Unfortunately for you, it's not going to be like when John Cena grants wishes. No. It'll be much, much worse.
What was that?
Eu disse que a gente era desse cara.
It's Buzz!
Eu disse.
What
velho,
just happened?
Era um deles.
He was wearing some kind of metal plate.
You borrowed a page out of Bret Hart's playbook.
So he's the one who's been watching old Nitros on WWE Network.
Ah, velho, adorei pra caralho isso aí, velho. Segmento fodástico. Simplesmente demais aí, Dave confrontando o Braun Strowman. E ele deu um spear ali no Dave. Só que o Dave tava com uma placa de metal, velho, na barriga e acabou lascando aí o Braun Strowman. Inteligente aí da parte do Dave fazer isso. Mas quando eu vi aquele carinha ali grande, velho, suspeitei que era a gente.
You think you're clever with the disguise and the metal plate, huh? We'll see if you can figure out how you're gonna survive this to win the Universal title in the Elimination Chamber match. The first two entrants will be you and Braun Strowman.
The path to the Universal title at Elimination Chamber just became even more difficult for Buzz.
É, velho, começando a ficar difícil aí essa putaria, viu? Começando a ficar difícil pra nós. Nós vai se lascar, com certeza. Mas vamos lá, né? Tá na merda é pra se cagar, né? Besteira. Acontece assim. Side match, Futuro Elimination Chamber. Ó, com Demis.
I'm looking forward to facing you, and why is that?
Não teve muito. Finn Balor.
When I competed in the Elimination Chamber, do you know what they... I've got no clue.
I'm sorry. I will say this.
Bom, vamos ver aqui as mensagens. É, velho, complicou bastante. A gente tem duas sidequests aqui, mas eu vou logo para o Elimination Chamber. Então isso vai ficar pro próximo vídeo. Então se inscreve aí no canal, deixa teu like, deixa teu comentário mais uma vez. Valeu.